So now I'm ready to create my jig template. So the first thing I'm going to do is specify my minimum force platform value. So force minimum force platform value, and I'm going to set this value to 200. Then I'm going to go to the CalTester tab and I'm going to load my dynamic trials. So I have 9 trials where I'm applying a vertical force to different locations on the force platform. If you look in the 3D viewer, you should be able to see that I have 3 targets over here. Those are my jig targets. Those are the targets that are fixed to my force platform and are going to move with the force platform. And then I have my CalTester rod. Visual 3D guesses what the CalTester rod targets are, and sometimes it has a hard time when there's these extra jig targets in the file. So you may need to go to the Modify CalTester rod dimensions and make sure that these target labels correspond correctly to the target labels for your CalTester rod. Once you've identified them correctly, you can move on to the Force Platform Locator option. You open this toolbar and you're going to go into the Define Jig tab, and we're just going to click Add New Jig. So that will create a new jig, and we're going to need 1 jig for each of our force platforms. And we're going to specify which targets in the file, of course, are used to identify the jig. So these targets are called jig 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to select the target, click Add Target, select 3, Add Target, and I'm applying my vertical force to Force Platform 2 on all my trials. Select Force Platform 2, and I'm going to use the current dimensions from my C3D file. And I'm going to select all the trials I have loaded, and I'm going to click Calculate Results. So once the results appear, you can see that this is in a in a Visual 3D pipeline command format. So we're going to export this as a V3S. So click Export V3S, and I'm going to save this as Force Platform 2 Jig Template.